Today I'm establishing a 20-gallon fish tank biologically in 20 minutes because my tilapia fry are arriving in about a half an hour.
Alright, so we have all sorts of fun things in here, so let's go ahead and take these out. I'm going to put it on my desk, and there's plenty of support underneath of it. Let's see here. It looks like we have a filter and some fake plants, a lighting system, and some food, and some... So I want the filter over on this side, so I'm going to pop out this. I added the filter, and I popped in the lights in the hood. Some water from my local creek, so I'll just put it in the fish tank. I'm using a filter over this as I'm pouring it in to catch anything that may be floating in the water. So I added all the water, I plugged in the filter, I added a heater and a thermometer. Yes, the water is a little bit murky, but it's biologically perfect. So my water is too cold for my tilapia that I'm going to be getting, so I need it to be at least 80 degrees. So I'm going to boil some of the water from the tank. So let's test our water. This is a total dissolved solid meter. It has lots of dissolved solids, but the filter will take care. Right, let's check our pH level. And our pH is right on the money. Alright, so let's check it out. Moved it up to 78 degrees. Okay, so I just added my tilapia fingerlings. And water temperature for them should be between 78 and 84. So this actually will work. I'm going to put in some warmer water to make them a little bit happier. Okay, I'm not going to do a rolling boiling, but just a little bit warmer water. We'll probably I added in a couple air stones, and I used a 3/4 inch T to weigh it down. I added a heater, which is set for about 82 degrees, a bag of bio balls that have been in an established tank, and it looks like we're almost at 80 degrees, so that's awesome. Now it's time to add a little bit of this water into that water. The pH of my fingerlings are 5.5. And parts per million is 327. Holy tamale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some of my water to their water so they get used to the pH change. In 2 minutes, I will do it again. And again. And sit for another 2 minutes. Now it's time to gently pour them into their new home. Ready, guys? There's your new home. At least for a little while. Look at them come out. That's so cool. I wasn't expecting them to be so active just coming out of the bag. That's pretty cool. I'm going to give them a pinch of food, and they are just tearing it up. That is so awesome. And this is the second day. I added in the plants that came with the system. The water is crystal clear, the pH is perfect, and they are doing amazing. So they know when it's time to be fed. Look at them. They're just like, give me food, give me food, give me food. Alright, let's go ahead and pour some in. And they are tearing it up. So, it's really easy to set up a fish tank when you have water from your local creek.
Then I'll add these fingerlings to my aquaponics system when they're about 1.5 inches long.
Okay, so they were on my desk. I moved them over to a stand, actually to a bigger tank. The old tank was, well, that's as big as the lid was, so this is a 40-gallon, twice as big. They're getting really big, and they're going to be ready to be put into the big tank. There's my hand, you can see how big they're getting. Let me show you the big tank real quick. The big tank is a 275-gallon tank. Let me show you real quick what I got going on over here in my backyard. I got an aquaponics system going, and here is the sump tank. I got some goldfish, and there we go. Got the goldfish. I got 2 different grow beds going on. I'm going to be adding in some more interesting things, but this is my sustainable living that I'm trying to accomplish here. Basically, I got, well, it's a little bit of grain, but you expect that. Doesn't have any fish in this one. The sump tank is down here. This is where it all starts off, basically. Water goes from here. I got a 1,200 gallon pump. It goes up, it goes up to this tank. Now what that does, it takes out all the solids by pumping down behind here, and then clean water goes out this way. It comes out here, and that goes to the grow bed. The extra water that I don't want stays in the tank here by using that T. And the overflow is in 1 inch that comes out here and goes back into the sump tank. This is all being adjusted by these valves here. I only want a certain amount of water coming into my grow bed, so I adjust it. And that T on the other side allows the other water to fall down there without overflowing, and then this big one will come back over here and go back into the sump tank. This actually filters out any solids and algae. That's why this is not so nice and clear. And of course on the grow beds I also have some algae collectors. This is really nice. I can pretty much grow anything over here. The solids from the very bottom of the tank that will be forming, of course, when you have fish, are going to be coming up through this riser tube. I got a T here so it doesn't, create a suction, a siphon effect. Then it goes into here. Now it goes down underneath this, which is a laundry bag with some polyfill in it to basically have a big bio filter here. And then of course the clean water comes up and goes into the sump tank. So that's what's going on right now. I also have some other projects that I'm working on here. I'm going to have a hydroponics going up and around this way on the fence, and this will be the bed here. All my extra scraps go into my compost because of where I live. This is all the area that I get to work on my stuff.
And if you are interested in sustainable living with aquaponics systems, come on over to my personal Facebook page at facebook.com/Sean Simons, or come on over to my website that I'm building, which is naturopathicguru.com.